Want to level up your graphic design skills without breaking the bank? You're in luck! Today, I'll show you these 9 graphic design styles and how to make them, right here on Canva. This is part 1 of my graphic design on a budget series, where we'll level up your designs from this to this. No Photoshop required. Whether you're a student, hobbyist, a freelancer, or a business owner, this series is perfect for you. Feel free to check out the timestamps in the description for an overview of today's video. Without further ado, let's get started. A bit of background. I'm in a graphic design position at a college org, so designing on a budget has always been my top priority. If you're a beginner, I highly recommend Canva for all the free assets and editing features. Paired with GIMP, a free open source alternative to Photoshop, I'll be demonstrating a technique for each style covered in this video. For today, I'll be using Canva Pro to access some of their paid content. But don't worry, in my next videos, I'll show you some ways on how you can do these for free. Now, on to our first design. To do the photo collage style, let's use Canva's Remove Background feature. If you don't have access to this feature, you can visit remove.bg for free. Get some small elements to surround our main element. Our goal is to make it look natural, so layer some elements in front and others behind. If you want to remove unwanted parts like stems and leaves, you can click on the BG remover and erase manually. Let's put some text behind our main element. Then, let's apply some design principles for adjustment. You might be wondering, what exactly are these design principles? Let's proceed to our next example for more insights. The flat style is known for simple and easily identifiable graphics. But did you know that color theory plays a big role as well? Complementary colors like red and green are opposites on the color wheel, and they make great contrast when put side by side. Start your flat design by looking for elements with a matching art style. Red, yellow, and blue are often associated with the cinema. For our design, which has red on every element, green is an excellent choice for our fourth color. Blue looks great with the red and yellow popcorn bucket. You can also add an accent color like white to separate the colors as needed. Let's move some stuff around so that the warm colors, like red and yellow, are touching the cool colors, like green and blue. The geometric or Bauhaus style focuses heavily on shapes and is known for its form even if it seems abstract. Canva's Align feature is perfect for this style. Simply select all the elements you want to align, right-click, and then space evenly. Then, line them up with Align. This is a big help with accuracy and time saving, Combine it with interesting shape placement to keep things expressive. A lot of minimalist design uses rectangles, so that it is easy to use the built-in crop feature. But for other shapes like this hexagon, we need a different approach. Let's isolate our elements to make black and white images. Then in GIMP, we use these for the alpha mask feature to shape our design. Check out the next part of this graphic design on a budget series for a detailed demonstration. Basically, we want to put this guy inside this hexagon. We can export him back to Canva and apply the duotone effect. Add some classy text to complete the look. Pop art peaked in the 1960s for things like trends, games, and all things showbiz. Let's combine it with the liveliness of 1980s fashion. I'll be demonstrating the duotone I mentioned in the previous example. Start by positioning your images and centering them in your boxes. Once you're done with that, use the duotone feature to select a highlight color and a shadow color. I'll use the colors in our inspiration picture for reference. It looks a little muddy at the moment, right? Try the auto adjust feature to make the picture clearer. Then, adjust the contrast to make the colors pop out more. Replace the background with colors that suit them, and we're done. Let's apply gradient in two ways, blocks of color and blending. To make the skyline stand out more here, I made the front buildings darker. The other layers of building per se fade to the color of the sky. Make sure that each row of buildings is still visible. To match the gold theme, I want to show gold lights against the black sky. I'll place a rectangle here and then simply a linear gradient. It should fade out like the buildings do, albeit more gently. A lot of Art Deco involves intricate patterns, but in this video, I focused on the color aspect more. Generally, you want the form to look pleasant even if it is relatively simple. Keep this in mind once you add more elements. For this style, start by adding a grunge texture on the background. Choose a picture that evokes emotion and continue from there. What I'm doing right now is separating the main element from the background so I can adjust their colors separately. I'll blend the background with the grunge texture by lowering the transparency. Then, I'll use the image adjust feature to edit the shadows and highlights. Basically, this adjust feature gives you more control over your design parts. From a technical standpoint, it's just a simple design, but editing the colors bridges the gap between great to awesome. Retro design is often described as vintage, using muted colors and classic graphics. I'll be using GIMP for the posterize effect, which limits an image's colors and gives it a grainy feel. I'll use a font that resembles that time period, and use a color that complements the poster. Red, orange, and brown work really well together. I've used Canva's film camera app to add some light bleed. And now it looks like it was captured with an old Polaroid. Last but not the least, we have Psychedelic. I have two hands as the main elements here, and I'll put a bunch of wavy lines around them for the background. To curve the text in the same way as these wavy lines, I'm using the Typecraft app on Canva. I'm bending the text around the hands and the main wavy lines. To fill up the background, I added more wavy lines to make it interesting, as well as adjust the colors to keep the artwork clean. Do note that you can't apply text effects on Typecraft text boxes, but you can duplicate them and color them darker to make shadows like this. That's all for today. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe for more graphic design content. Be sure to check out the description for a link to my socials and the Canva editable templates. Full-length alpha masking and color theory videos are next on the graphic design series. This is Jovial Creatives, signing off.